Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Kim. Today is Monday, March 14th, which numerically is 314 or Pi Day. Pi is the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter, roughly 3.14159. But in actuality, it's a number that has no end. Math fans have long tried to calculate the true value, and some made it pretty far, but it took a supercomputer, a special algorithm, and 108 days of calculating to reach 62.8 trillion digits, the record to date. Pi is known as irrational, meaning the number goes on and on without a repeating pattern. And some might say the effort to reach the end is also irrational. But many scientists disagree. They say the chase is fascinating, and every additional digit is cause for celebration and bragging rights. The rumors were right. Tom Brady's not done yet. Just 40 days after calling it quits, football's GOAT unretired with an internet-rocking announcement that he has unfinished business and will be returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands, he tweeted. That time will come, but it's not now. Mr. Brady's bombshell came just one day after someone paid $518,000 for what they thought was his last touchdown ball. And just hours after Brady posted a video on Instagram stories from another GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, who asked him, "You're finished, right?" Clearly, the 44-year-old quarterback is not, and neither is Rinaldo, who over the weekend scored his 806th career goal, breaking FIFA's all-time record for most goals scored in soccer history. It's March, and it's time for madness. Yesterday was Selection Sunday for college basketball, when the 68 men's teams and 68 women's teams found out where they fall in their respective brackets. The first game is tomorrow, and the craziness will run until early April when the national champions are crowned. Until then, the tournament will be a time burglar. Wallet Hub estimates that $1.9 billion of productivity will go down the tubes as workers pay more attention to their basketball brackets than to their jobs. The odds of getting all those guesses right? Not good. According to NC2A, the chances of picking every winner is 1 in 9.2 quintillion. Or, as thebestschools.org put it, you're more likely to win the lottery, get struck by lightning, and have a boa constrictor pop out of your toilet, all on the same day. Sadly, residents of Ukraine don't have the luxury of sitting back and watching college basketball. Russia got even more aggressive over the weekend, going so far as to attack an airbase just 12 miles from Poland, which is a member nation of NATO and a staunch ally of the United States. The past few days also highlighted the danger for journalists. Award-winning American filmmaker Brent Rinaldo paid the ultimate price while documenting the plight of the 2.5 million people who've had to flee their homes for the safety of other countries. The U.S. hasn't said how it will respond, only that it would impose appropriate consequences on Russia. In other Kid News notes, it's Yellowstone's version of a unicorn. A private tour guide caught a wolverine on video earlier this month. An incredible stroke of luck because fewer than a dozen are believed to roam the park's 2.2 million acres. The animals resemble small bears, but are actually the largest member of the weasel family. And while cute, animal experts say they're not particularly friendly. So if you're fortunate enough to see one, keep your distance. You don't often hear surfing and New Jersey in the same sentence, but an 11-year-old is making sure the two go hand in hand. Carter Doorley is braving freezing cold temperatures and snow to ride the Garden State's waves for charity. According to CBS News, so far he's hit the water for more than 600 straight days, on his way to 1,000. With each wave he catches, he's raising money not just for one good cause, but for many. Carter says it makes him feel awesome. And while he works on his next 400 days of hanging 10, he's also now asking well-wishers to perform random acts of kindness, which will be proof, he says, that there are lots of good people in the world who want to give back to their communities. That's it for Kid News. Now today's Kid News quiz. What does pi represent? the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter? What big sporting event starts this week and runs until early April? The college basketball tournament known as March Madness. Russia shelled an air base how close to Poland? 12 miles. Who just rocked the football world by unretiring? Quarterback Tom Brady. In today's KidNuz Kicker, feel like playing hooky? Apparently, so did ancient Egyptians. The British Museum is in possession of a limestone tablet that dates back to 1250 BC and is carved with the names of workers who apparently didn't punch in and the reasons why. The days are marked by season and number, such as month 4 of winter, day 24. On that particular date, a worker named Penub couldn't come in. His mom was sick. Heinefer was having problems with his eye while Sibo was dealing with a scorpion bite. Archaeologists say it's remarkable proof that life-work issues and excuses are almost as old as time itself. If you'd like to learn more about ancient Egypt, our friends over at Who Smarted did a whole podcast on it last Friday. It's free if you'd like to check it out. Before we go, we want to shout out our teachers, starting with Ms. Cruz at Parkview Elementary in El Monte, California, Mrs. Tegeler at St. Paul School in Westerville, Ohio, Ms. Pemberton at Ramona Elementary in Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Fox at Perryworth Elementary in Lebanon, Indiana, and Mrs. Fry and her Fry Guys at Onstead Elementary in Onstead, Michigan. Thank you to all our listeners who have made donations. If you'd like to join our community of supporters, please visit our website at www.kidnuz.org and click on the donate button on the top right. It helps keep us on the air and ad-free, and we sure do appreciate it. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.